Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Lucas. Lucas is from Nancy in France. So let's see what Lucas has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Lucas. How are you?
I'm fine, and you? Thank you.
I'm very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
No problem. My first time, you're recording already?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
recording, but I can cut. Now it's fine. I can
yes,
always
okay.
edit it. It's fine.
Okay. I hope I will try. I will understand because as long as I'm good in English, but sometimes we need to.
No worries, no worries. We can always stop and edit again, and so always that's the good part. It's not live.
That's fine. That's fine.
Amazing. So tell me, how's your day going so far?
Very boring for now. I'm cleaning the house. I'm washing the dishes. Because I will leave my house for 3 weeks for work, so everything needs to be perfect for when I come back.
Oh wow!
So it's boring, annoying, and tiring. Yes.
So you are traveling for work now. You're going to start a trip for work.
Yes. Yes.
So tell me where are you traveling to, and what do you do for work for living?
I'm a pharmacist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pharmacist, and I work in several pharmacy around in France, and I accept a small contract so I can go a bit there, a bit here, so I can visit the country, if I can say that, and manage my time as like I want. If I don't want to work at what time, I can choose to not work. And for the whole month of December, I work close to Switzerland. So, so of course they offer me the bed, so I will stay there for 3 weeks. I can go home.
That's amazing. Oh wow! And do you travel very often for work or not? It's just sometimes.
I started this way of life, if I can say that, in April.
Mm-hmm.
It's my maybe sixth pharmacy in 1 year, so I go a bit. So I go to for now. I always go to areas not very attractive in terms of city, in terms of people too. But I like to go to more attractive place like the south of France, a more sunny place, or even like French outer sea in the sea. Like La Réunion, La Polynésie, Tahiti, stuff like that. French territory, but in the far away.
That's amazing, Lucas. Oh my God, that's been very exciting for you to be able to see different places and work at the same time. I think
Yes.
it never gets bored. You always see different people, new
Yes.
places. It's amazing.
I need to me a routine life I had, and after 2 weeks, I said, "Oh my God, I will not hold on a long time. I need to move." I have really a big wanderlust. It's called like that, when you need to
Uh-huh.
always move, even if I'm not sleeping in my bed. Sometimes it's hard, but you always need to see other place, other people.
That's amazing. I love that. I think when you have the opportunity to, to go to different places, to meet new people, to connect with other people, and I'm sure
Yes.
you learn as well. You learn a few things that out of your work style, so you have other things to learn as well. So
Mhm.
it's amazing. It's always a good thing.
Thank you.
And where are you from, Lucas?
Alors, I'm from France. I was born in a small town called Forbach.
Okay,
It's at the German border.
okay,
Since 10 years, I moved to a bigger city called Nancy. It's called. It's
okay.
in the northeast of France. So I went to college there, and I began working there. And now I'm still living there.
I see. And all your family, they're back in your hometown where you're born or not?
Oh no, no, my family is very spread around the France. My mom is still living in Forbach, in my hometown, and my father live now in Nice. So very both are divorced for since 20 years almost now, but still in touch. And yes, it's hard to get us to get back together in the same room, but we manage.
That's amazing. And you have brother and sister as well or not?
I have three small brothers. Yes,
Wow, big family.
yes.
Amazing. Okay, Lucas, during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about your journey so far, okay?
Okay.
Lucas, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yes.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend, full of fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Amazing. Let's do it.
It's the dance of the magic box, I see.
Yes, you can always dance with me. Amazing.
Okay.
Lucas, during the interview, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Yes, let's do.
Amazing. First question for you is, what's the best gift have ever received and from whom?
Need a bit of reflection sometimes, sorry.
Sure.
I guess in terms of a good present, yes, it might have been a trip to London. Very classical, but yes, I always wanted to visit London. So, and it's for my mom. She about 2 years ago, she offered me a trip to London, which I still haven't do it, but I need to do it before the card expires. So yes, that's something I really wanted to visit London, and I need to plan the trip now. So yes.
That's amazing. Oh, wow. When you come to London, let me know.
Yes, of course, obviously now, obviously.
Of course, I can show you around, I can show you. So, tell me, when you think about London, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What do you like to see in London when you arrive here?
London is one of the city that, to be honest, that I'm attracted with all the building and the classical Big Ben and Tower Bridge. I wanted this. There are many city in Berlin, for example. I wasn't attracted to the city, so I wasn't interested very. But London, I want to visit like a proper tourist, see the palace. See the Victoria Beckham store too. I want to visit it. And yes, also I think London nightlife might be quite good, better than what we see in France. So it's interesting to me.
Amazing. And where are you planning to come to London?
I haven't planned it yet, but I think it will be if I must travel. I usually like spring in spring. But I assume London in Christmas time might be beautiful too. So maybe why not next December? Why not?
Amazing. Yeah, around the city already is a lot of lights already, a lot of people, a lot of decoration around London right now.
Yes.
So yeah, this time of the year, it's magical. It looks amazing around the city. So yeah, good time to go. I think every season in London, if you come to summer, it's a different vibe. If you come to, in the spring, it's also different vibe. But it's always something good to see. There's always something new. So any time of the year, it's a great place to be in London for sure. Great. Next question. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey, Lucas from France.
Yes.
Next question is, if you could have been in a moment or event in history, which one that would be and why? For any reason.
I don't think it will be in the close past, to be honest. When I think about history in general, I'm always attracted to the I don't know how to say in English. Sorry, the antique time. The Greek or Roman Empire and stuff like that. It's I think culturally it's my favorite period in time. So I wouldn't mind to maybe lived in this period of time, to be honest.
I see. And tell me, you always been interested in history, like in culture? You always been this way?
Not in every time. I mean, I think in medieval time. Middle age time, both. No, not really interested about the cultures, even the architecture and stuff like that. But the Roman Empire and Greek mythology, everything around it, I'm very interested in that. So yes, maybe I would have gladly lived at this time.
Have you seen The Gladiator, the movie?
Gladiator, being a philosopher, I don't know.
Yes, on Friday I went to see The Gladiator, the movie, on the cinema, and it's such a beautiful movie. My God,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, great one. Next question. Let's do it. Before the next question, Lucas, tell me what's the biggest joy of being a pharmacist? What do you like the most about your job? And the flip side, what do you find most difficult or challenging about the career?
Oh, uh, funny enough, the flip side is easier to tell. Alors, if the good job in the great positive thing about being a pharmacy is that you're very close to people, because I don't know how to say in other country, but in France it's really hard now to have a proper medical doctor, a proper physiotherapist and stuff like that. So even if we are not the same as this doctor, as I can say, we are quickly available without any appointment to the people. If they have a question, we can redirect them, give them advice and stuff like that. So sometimes it's really uplifting when someone say thank you for being here, because I have nothing else to talk. So at this time, yes. And we are, of course, we are giving medication to people. So when you finally find the proper medication without prescription that fits the patient because of a problem he's been having for a long time, yes, you feel, I found the solution to someone that I'm really fine. And then also, I think, yes, I'm attracted to science in general, to health, and to biology, to chemistry, everything. So we are also very close to that field. So always aware of what's new in the health world, what's coming next treatment, next evolution. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yes.
As a flip side, yes, but to be honest, it's a job, I think, that's more and more I don't know, about administration, less and less about medication and more about paper to fill, to sign, to send. It's a very a lot of formula to sign, sometimes. And of course, on the flip side too, some people are not very cooperative with the pharmacist, because they think there are low-cost doctors, so they don't know anything. So they just see as people who just want to sell things and stuff like that. So sometimes you have to no, I'm more than that. And if you wanna, I can help you. But if you don't want my help, then don't annoy me. To be honest.
Wow. No, it's interesting, your point. My God, it's so true. Sometimes, I understand that it's funny because sometimes when you go to the pharmacy to buy medicine, I can see sometimes people angry, or they don't, they cannot understand better, because the pharmacists, they are there to help, to give some
Yes.
help as well. It's not just about, just giving away the medicine. That's
But this in any case, as long as you have a job that you are in contact with people, there are always people who know better than you, who don't want to cooperate with you and give you a bit of a hard time. But usually you just have to stand your ground, as well as being polite, but still be a bit of. And if they don't take it good, that's the problem, not mine.
I see. Okay. Next question is, when have you been the most happy?
When I was in my mother's womb. No, sorry. No, the most happy. That's my dark humor sense.
Okay.
I was more happy maybe two or 3 years ago, because that's when I finished my the college. I had my thesis, thesis. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
My thesis. So I did it. It did pretty well. I have a great grade. And just after this, so it was the end of college. So now a proper pharmacist. And just after this, I went to summer holiday for 2 months. I did for 2 months. I stopped working, and we went with my family. I went first to Gran Canaria, and then to Sicily.
Wow.
And Sicily, I always loved this island. My father has origins from there, and it's been almost 15 years since I didn't come back there. So I could really appreciate the island for the boating, not just for the beach and the ice cream, Voilà.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
And when you think about, the time in the university, when you're doing your course through the whole time,
Yes.
what what was the highlight? What's something that you're never gonna forget about your course? Something that happened to you during that time that for you always gonna have a special place in your heart?
If I'm honest, I think it will be the really first year of college. But because I didn't, so I left high school, I left my hometown in my own flat for the first time. It was the first year is a very hard year because it's how do you say it's not everyone can pass it. There is a small number of people that can pass, and you need to have good grade to be sure to pass to the second year. So it was a hard year because there are a lot of lesson, a lot of people, and without any guarantee that you will succeed. But the innocence of the to be finally in college and having my own life, I feel very nostalgic at this time when I think about it. To be honest, I was
Wow.
alone. I met great friends by the time, not here anymore, unfortunately. But yes, I feel very nostalgic of my innocence back then.
Wow. And who was your favorite teacher or professor at the time?
In high school or in college? Because
In college.
you have a thousand hundred of professor, but I think it might be during all my years. Yes, I forgot. Sorry, a
It's okay.
professor in microbiology.
Oh, wow.
He was a very sweet person, very kind person, very. His lesson wasn't the easiest, but I was always a pleasure to go to his course. Yes.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay, so let's see that this professor is watching this interview right now, and you have a moment, an opportunity to send them a message. What would you say?
I don't know if he's still at the college, to be honest, but keep going, professor. Can I say his name? No, I will not say his name now.
No, don't say his name. Can you say in French first and after you say in English? What do you think?
Ok, bon, professeur, j'espère que vous allez bien. Je pense pas que vous vous souvenez de moi parce que vous voyez des tonnes d'étudiants. Merci beaucoup pour vos cours qui étaient vraiment très intéressants et j'espère que vous exercez encore et que tout va bien pour vous. Voilà, bonne journée. Alors, so in English, Professor, I don't think you remember me because you see 100 of students every year. So thank you for your lesson. We were very interesting. Keep going like that. Be a very kind teacher to every student, and hope you will continue to practice your job soon.
Oh my God, I got goosebumps now. That's beautiful, Lucas. Oh my God.
Because my English is awful.
No, it's beautiful what I just said now. My goodness, look my arm. I got goosebumps now. It's beautiful. Sometimes those professor, teachers, they literally leave a mark in our lives. You know what I mean? Just remember them for some reason. Sometimes just because the way they are, sometimes they can be tough, difficult, sometimes they can be, it doesn't matter. So for some reason, there's always something that we connect with them. So I think
Yes.
it's amazing. I hope this message gets to him somehow. I just hope.
I will send it maybe.
Amazing.
I will send it.
Next question.
Yes.
Amazing. Next question is, describe yourself in 3 words.
Okay. First of all, loyal, to be honest. I'm really with people. I'm really like that. When I like them, I have to lie to them or betray them for any kind. I couldn't bear it. So I don't know how to say sorry, but yes, I try to be the friend I want to have. To be honest, as much it's cliche. So loyal, I know I am. I'm a proper proper dreamer, to be honest. I'm always dreaming about what can I do next month, next year? What can I do amazing or that will make me happy? Always the head in the stars, to be honest. And as a flip side, because I'm not perfect, let's say I'm very easily annoyed, very easily annoyed by someone or something, to be honest.
What's your star sign astrology?
I'm a Virgo. Virgo, I don't know how to
Virgo.
say. Virgo.
Yeah.
Virgo, okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Saying that, Lucas, when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being you? What do you like the most about being Lucas?
It's a question I wouldn't answer maybe 2 years ago, because it's only recently that I have now. But it's the ability, and I know that many people maybe don't have this, but the ability to be totally independent in terms of state of mind. As much as I like having company, if I don't have anyone around me for some times, or if I'm perfectly happy alone too. I can do everything alone now. I don't need anybody to help, or to help me to do something. And as much as I don't need anybody when I don't feel secure in some place, I can easily go without any justification. Well, you don't fit me, sorry, I go. And some people have trouble maybe assuming their own position and saying when something doesn't fit them, they will just stay by to being polite. But no, if I don't like, I tell it politely, but I go.
Amazing. Good. Next question. Ready?
Yes.
How do I say next question in French?
Question suivante.
Question suivante.
Question suivante, ouais, c'est ça.
Next one, let's do it.
You're so happy when you pick a card.
Next question for you is, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or not, who that would be and why?
Wow, oh my God. It ranges from actor to singer to family to oh, it's wow. What can I pick? Well, let's not get into emotional stuff. I think it will be with a friend that lives in Brazil. To be honest, I can't see him as much as I want. I only see him once in my life, but I always wanted to. We go to Brazil. But now, if he could be here, I will be really happy with him. Yes.
Oh, and what's his name? Can you say or not?
No, I won't say his name.
No. So where's about? You know, I'm from Brazil as well.
Yes, I know you are all from Brazil.
And where's about in Brazil he comes from? Do you know?
From Rio, as a Rio, very attractive city too in my to-do list.
Oh wow, that's amazing! And how did your path cross? How did you meet?
We met at a party.
Really?
The European party, international. So we met there. We chat, and there was really a good feeling. And at every party I go, I try to meet to have a new friend in my contact list. A party is successful to me when I have a new friend in my phone. So.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I met him maybe 7 years ago now.
Wow. And you haven't seen him since then?
Or maybe only once maybe. So twice in 7 years. We could do better.
Amazing. Right. I have 3 questions left. Let's do it.
Okay.
Before the next question, Lucas, I believe you are part of the LGBTQ plus community, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay to talk about it? You open?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. So tell me, how was for you growing up, or as a gay boy? Did you have the support of your family? Did you have the support of people around you, or was it a bit difficult?
If I'm my way of life to at this point is very it's not it's quite uncommon, to be honest. I think I knew I loved men longer than I want to admit, to be honest, even when I was 11, 12 years old, to be honest. And at the time, I didn't want to accept it because I was quite in denial, to be honest. I tried to act straight and stuff like that. I'm not very effeminate as in my manners and stuff, but I try to hide it as much as I can. But I have a few maybe manners and way of talk that people, I think you're gay, but I always try to hide it and to know that that's not true. I'm not. And I never talk to my mother. I never talk about this to anyone, to be honest, because even in high school, I have one or two guys that was, hey, you are fag, you are fag, you are fag. because I was very yes in my way of talk maybe. So at the time I didn't answer them because I didn't want to confront anybody about. I was quite running, to be honest, but I just keep my mouth shut and okay, fine. And when I go to college, so I met a friend in my first year, and he was gay too. And thanks to him, I became accepting myself as a gay. But it's been very gradually because at first I accept myself, and then I go to a gay club and gay party and stuff like that. And I never tell to anyone, even to my mother, to anyone I'm gay. I never did a coming out. They just saw it more and more. You see me on picture with a gay flag behind. You see me with a shirtless man. And to today, and even if I don't say I'm gay, there is no doubt I am to people, you know. But I never made a proper coming out. Yes, I'm gay.
That's
With the time, with my confidence, I said that's the way it is. That's the way I am. I don't have to say people, hey, I'm gay. That's the way it is.
totally agree. I think sometimes you don't need to tell people; they can see it. People they know, they understand.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't need to say, "Okay, I'm gay." It's visible already. It's the same like if you go like, "Oh, I don't need to say I'm straight." You know what I mean?
Yes. And some people will say, but you need to tell them, of course. But why? To be honest, if people now will see me like Luca the gay, no, I'm Luca, and you see I am gay. That's fine for me.
Absolutely.
If you want to
And
talk,
I'm sure as well. If one day they come to you, say, "Okay, look, are you gay?" You say, "Yes, why?"
of course, yes.
Yeah.
You haven't noticed yet.
Absolutely. Good. Next question is, if you won the lottery, what would be your first big splurge?
If I won the lottery, my first spending.
Your first big spending.
Oh, I think I'm really a materialistic guy. I'm not gonna lie about it, but I think I will buy a really big house. Big house, no, a big flat maybe, but in a big city in France, close to the sea, close to the beach. So I can a proper place where I can that I like, that I can rest, that I can have I can invite friends and family. But I think, to be honest, the more I grow up, and the more I think I will give a quite a big amount to my mother and my father, to be honest, because
Wow.
in my life, I don't think I thank them enough for what they do to me financially to help me and stuff like that. And I think it would be a proper things to do to give them a big back of financial comfort.
Wow. If I would come to your seat, right now, the seat where you live right now,
Yes.
tell me what's about the seat that you like the most? People who comes to visit for the first time, what do you suggest that people should visit? What's something interesting about the seat it's a must to see?
In my city, you mean?
Yeah, where you live now.
Okay, in Nancy, so there is a big plaza in the city. It's one of it's been classified as one of the most beautiful plaza in the world. It's called in France the Place Stanislas, and it's even in the international patrimony of UNESCO, something like that. Sorry, I'm not good to say in English. So it's a very beautiful plaza in town. By night, all the buildings around are very lightened up. It's very it's kind of beautiful, kind of a bit of magic even sometimes. So this is one maybe the only thing to see in town. But in terms of food, there is a lot of French pastries, and specifically around Nancy is known for, don't know if you know the baba au rhum.
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, basically it comes from Poland, and it's been in Nancy. So yes, it's a small French pastry with whipped cream and a rum, the alcohol, you know. So I don't like it, but I know it's a kind of things to do when you go to Nancy, to be honest.
Nancy. Amazing. And being gay there, it's easy to be gay. You can be yourself, or can be difficult sometimes.
Alors, being gay, you can be gay in Nancy, no problem. But there is nothing for the gays in Nancy. There is no bar, no club, nothing. If you wanna go out to gay place, you are bored in Nancy.
I see. And what's the closest place for you? If you wanna do a gay life, you wanna go somewhere. What's the closest big city to Nancy that you can go?
Uh, it's uh, it's a 50, no, maybe yes, maybe half an hour by drive
Yeah.
on a highway. It's another big city called Metz, and there are more a bit. It's a bit more alive in the evening. There are more clubs, more party. But I don't like this place, to be honest.
Yeah.
When I used to go out, yes, in Metz and in Luxembourg too. But now I don't go out anymore because it's not enough anymore for me. I need bigger things. So now my it's when I go out, I go to Paris, to Brussels, to Antwerp. You know, quite far when I want to go out. So
Uh-huh.
so yes, I always have to book a train, book a hotel, book. So
I
I can't
see.
go. I can't afford it every week, unfortunately. But
Of
yes,
course.
I love a big. Now I'm more into big, really big parties and small club now.
I see.
Mm.
Yes, I go to Brussels sometimes. I have a good friend of mine. He lives in Helmond, in Holland. Sometimes I go to Holland and we drive to Brussels sometimes,
Yes.
or we go to Amsterdam. And yeah, sometimes those big parties are the big cities there. So,
For which party in Brussels?
La Démence.
I knew it. I knew it. I know it, obviously.
Have you been there? Have you been La
Yes,
Démence?
yes, I've been twice, yes.
It's a
And
great party. Yeah, it's great. It's like the energy, a lot of
oh my
people.
God. Oh my God.
It's a big party,
Mm.
basically. 2 questions left. Let's do it.
Give me the next question.
Next question is what was the biggest punishment you ever received?
Punishment by my parents, or
Anything. When you think about the punishment, which one comes to your mind?
Mm. Oh, maybe yes. Oh, it's not something I tell with pleasure, but yes, I had a few friends back then when I was maybe 20, early 20s, and I felt quite at some point because of something kicked off in my life, and I felt really bad, really in my life. I feel very anxious and very vulnerable at some point, and I was so bad that I was aggressive even with my friend. And of
Well,
course, even if I try to explain, then at some point, they know, no, the way you acted, that's not that for us, that's not possible. Even if I say yes, I'm sorry, but I felt really bad. I didn't mean what I say. Of course, no, and that's when the friends turns you back. And so yes, that's the kind of the only I think it's the only punishment that I will I accept now because I looked for it, to be honest. I provoke it, but yes, that's I think the hardest one because it's the one I just act stupid and I got what I deserved, to be honest.
I
So
see.
now, mm.
And are you still friends back with them or not? Not anymore.
No, not anymore, not anymore.
Lucas, when you think about life, what's the meaning of life for you?
Oh, so hard. Alors, the meaning of life. Uh, as much as it's cliche, I think, of course, in my case, just so to live the life you want to live, and that's anyone would say that, to be honest, but not to focus on bad people. Just try to find your tribe that what you get that will stick with you, and if you can't find your tribe, then just learn to value your own company, to be honest. Like I'm like Mr. Bean, to be honest. You can be alone, be stupid, but still enjoy your life, and I think that that's my role model, Mr. Bean. Voilà. So and that's what I try to do every day, say only focus on what I want to do, without forgetting people that matters, of course, but I always try to first to listen to me, to what I want to do, and then if it's good for me and it's not hurting anybody else, then I go for it. And if I can do good to other people at the same time, well, let's go. Don't hesitate, of course.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Yeah, it's great to be silly, to be weird. You know what I mean? It's great. Sometimes you need to be serious and you need to be focused, but at the same time as well, sometimes you just need to be silly and weird.
In my as anyone in my job, I have to be serious, to be very square and stuff like that. And if I don't act silly when I go home, I will
Yeah,
no, to be honest, I need to, and if that's why I go to big parties to physically just
really.
yes, release it, and that's my way of living.
You know, once I met Mr. Bean once by coincidence, the actor once, the who plays Mr. Bean.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, a few years ago, I was working in a hotel in London, and he just walked like to the restaurant I was working. He was like, "Oh, I just booked some afternoon tea here,"
Yeah.
and I looked at him. I was like, "Oh my god!" I mean, I was normal, but I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it's you like in front of me right now." And he looked exactly the same, like literally. I couldn't
Yes.
believe. Yes, I was like, "My god, how is possible?" Like, but he looks. It's so weird because when you see him in movies, he always like making jokes and everything.
Yes.
He was talking like
Really
normal.
special.
Yeah, he was talking like normal, but even though he's talking normal, you could see him like, my
Yes,
god.
of course. Yes.
Yeah, amazing. Last question, ready?
Last question.
Let's do it. Last one.
I love the tiny dance.
I'm gonna teach you. You teach me next question in French. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna teach you last question in Portuguese. So we say, última pergunta.
Okay, what?
Última pergunta.
Última pergunta.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm sure your Brazilian friend, he's gonna go like, yes, you did right. You said right. Última pergunta. Amazing.
Última pergunta.
Yes. But before I ask you the last question, different way. So people watch this interview right now. They would like to start a career, to be a pharmacist. Yeah. What would be your best piece of advice for those people?
To always, when you work in not only for pharmacy, but when you work in health in general, you always have to be curious about science and medication and chemistry, about health in general, because health is something that is constantly moving. There are new medications, there are new diseases, there are new vaccines, there are new health problem in general. So you always have to be curious, and if you are curious, you can prepare more to your daily job and answer people worries. To be honest, that's one of the main thing in science, in health. No matter, I think you always have to be curious about anything at your job. And if you're not curious, that's a shame. But maybe it's that you don't like your job. To be honest with you.
I see.
To be honest, I think if you are not curious, maybe it's not your proper how to say your job of your life. You know what I mean?
Okay. Last question for you is: what's the best advice have you ever given to someone?
The best advice. There's something coming. Yes, maybe it was to a friend back then at the beginning of my college years too. That it was a bit of depressed. No, he was depressed. But not a bit. He was depressed. And as I'm the kind of people, even if I feel bad, I will listen to you and try to comfort you. I may not give you the best help, but I can be your shoulder and your ear if you want. So I'm really glad that I can have this role in people's life, even if they don't give them back to me. But okay. But I think, yes, that's as the same. It's what I told you earlier. It's what you need. You need to detach to any people perception of you. If you let people see you if you let the perception of people define what you are, that's when you lose it. To be honest, so just try, please, to find your own confidence and just and try to be who you want to be without taking any notice of other people. To be honest. Know what I mean? If you people like what you are, that's good. If they don't like what you are, then that's the problem, not yours. But that's the way I'm trying to live now, and that's the only advice I can give to people.
Amazing. Okay, so then let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay.
The first word that comes to mind. Okay.
Yes. Let's start with family.
Mom.
Okay. Money.
Good life.
Okay. Fear.
Bees, to be honest. My phobia.
Bees. Really?
I'm a apiphobia, yes. Any insect that can sting, wasp, jellyfish, hornets.
Wow.
Jellyfish are not insects, I know, but they sting.
Wow. Life.
Life?
Yeah.
Party?
Okay. Love.
Food?
Okay. Religion.
What?
Religion.
Division.
Okay. Sex.
Game.
Ooh. Politics.
Annoying.
Okay. Friendship.
Tiago. My friend.
Oh, sweet. Desire.
Lost.
Regret.
Regrets. It's a bit blurry, sorry. Regrets.
No worries.
I have multiple regrets in my life, so yes, maybe a travel opportunity. That's all I can say.
Success.
Joy. That will give me.
Wish.
Wish. Happiest place in my life.
Okay. One word for happiness.
One word for happiness? Oh, I can say it in French, but not in English. Full accomplishment in life. Yes, voilà.
Okay. One word for Nancy.
Oh, boring. Yes, if I can move, I can move.
One word for France.
It depends on which way, but in which field we consider. But interesting, let's say it.
Okay. And the last one, our pharmacist. One word.
Great job in the world. That's
amazing.
Maybe.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend. You said now Tiago, yeah, your best friend for a coffee. And I'm going to ask your best friend. Define Lucas in one positive word and one negative word on. What your best friend would say?
I think he would say that I'm a sweet person, because he always said it to me when I talk to him. Oh, you're so sweet, you're so sweet. It's very kind, it's very cheerful with people I like. I think he will say that. But I don't know if he saw my dark side, to be honest. But I think it could say that since I'm very loyal to people, I can be very sometimes a bit clingy. Come I say? I don't know what to say. To people, I always wanted to talk to them, to be with them, and sometimes I try to be a bit laid back, but sometimes I may not invading people, but to talk too much maybe.
I see your point. And if would ask the same question to your parents, they would say the same or not?
For the positive side, yes. And for the bad side, I would just say maybe that I don't have any patience, and I'm easily burst out in flame when somebody or something annoy me.
Wow, interesting. Let's play now Lucas in the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it. I want to see you dance with me. Let's go.
I should dance.
Pretend you are La Demans dancing.
Oh my God. I should have put the strobe effect.
So before you ask him the question, Lucas, what's your favorite French word?
Favorite French word? Oh, I never considered this question, to be honest. It might be a medication known, to be honest. No. Sorry, nothing
No?
come, to be honest.
So tell me, how do I say kindness in French?
Gentillesse.
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 Ouais.
I love it. See? Can I ask me a question now?
Okay, so you told me you live in London for actually it's two questions in one. So
Okay.
and when you were born in Brazil, right?
Yeah.
And can you tell me more about daily life in Brazil when you used to live there?
Sure, absolutely. Okay, so I come from a state called Mato Grosso in the middle of Brazil, yeah, close to Brasilia, the capital, in the very middle. So where I come from, it's like we have a lot of like nature as well, a lot of waterfalls, a lot of nature. You know, it's a big state. However, it's not very populated. There's like there are a lot of cities there, but it's not like big cities. So where I come from, you know, I grew up in the 80s, 90s.
Yes.
So for me, growing up, it was amazing because there was no technology. I remember going to, I mean, meeting friends like in the streets, and we were going, you know, to play every day. I remember like growing up back in Brazil, we didn't, for, you know, I felt like a free bird. I was free. I could, you know, I loved being around with nature, with animals. My God, I always been loved animals and being with nature as well. So for me, it was a very simple childhood. You know, I didn't have much, but I had a lot of support from my parents, from my family. I have a lot of friends that I still be in touch with, yeah, back in Brazil. It was a very simple childhood memories, but I was like a free bird, you know, I could be myself. I could, you know, express the way I was at the time. I was very lucky in this side because was such a great, you know, I was dirt in the sand. I was, you know, come back home in the evening like all dirt. My mom was very upset with me because I spent the whole day playing around.
Yes.
So it was a great, when I look back, I'm very glad that I had this opportunity in my life because nowadays we live in a different world, yeah. And it's I think the kids right now, they're not gonna see the same like experience that I had growing up back in Brazil. So yes, I have good memories. It wasn't easy, yeah, of course it wasn't easy, like but I have great memories when I think about my childhood memories because, you know, it was great to have my friends to play around and watch TV sometimes. But being nature, you know, horses, I was swimming the lakes, out in the rivers, you know what I mean? It was such a great time.
That's a very free spirit life, yes.
Free spirit life, yeah, that's the right word to define. Free spirit life. Like I was literally you know, in touch with nature every single day, you know. So I'm so lucky and very glad that I had this childhood experience back in Brazil because it's remarkable. It makes the person I am today, for sure. You know, because it's all based on our roots, yeah, where we come from. So yeah, that's my answer for you.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you.
Amazing. Did you enjoy the interview, Lucas?
Yes, that was fun thing to do, yes, to be honest.
Thanks so much. Thanks again for bringing your energy to the show. And again, please, when you come to London, let me know, yeah? I'm gonna organize for you like a good place to see in London, and I will meet you and we can see London a little bit as a tourist. So it will be a pleasure to have you here. Let me know, and for sure we're gonna meet for a coffee and I'll show you around the city a little bit for sure.
Yes, sure. Why not?
Okay?
Yes.
Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Try to reflect just how I will reformulate, sorry.
Okay.
Just to be honest, just enjoy life. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. That's a philosophy of many people I know, but even if it's hard to do it, just live your life. Don't take any advice from people. Just live what you want to do, and if it fails for you, well, it's a lesson, and if it's good for you, then it's a victory. So just keep this in mind, and good stuff will happen.
Totally, I totally agree with you. If it goes wrong, you learn a lesson. If it goes right, you make memories.
Exactly.
That's how it's amazing. All right, merci beaucoup.
Obrigado.
Thanks so much. Enjoy your trip. You know, you're traveling now. Enjoy, and you keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. Thank for me. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.